Good morning, everybody. It is 8:25 a.m., December 8th. Um, After the big moves the market's made, we're kind of cooling off a little bit. This is what I kind of expected, a little oversold. We got that key level above us, and we're not really falling. We're not really, I believe we're waiting. I keep saying this, but it's the truth. December 13th and 14th, CPI and FOMC is just on the horizon. I don't think the market's going to do anything big until then. Could happen if something like news catalyst comes out, but I don't think so. Until that news catalyst comes out, we're waiting for that big news, right? So let's look at the watch list. All right, we got crude. Crude's up 3.97%, up $2.87. China's still softening their policies. They're seeing a drop in cases, but then I saw something like short medicine and stuff like that in the main one of the main cities. So it's kind of crazy. It changes there all the time. The 10-year yield. This is a little interesting. Up 1.26% today. The Russell up 0.56. Nasdaq up 0.54 or 0.4, 0.51. ES up 0.47. The VIX is up. The Dow is up 0.35. Bitcoin's up 0.24. Only thing here to note is the dollar is kind of flat and bonds are being sold, hence why the 10-year yield is up. All right, let's look at some leaders. Of course, BABA every day either gapping up or gapping down. Um, BABA is up 3.48%. Coin almost up 2%. Meta up 1.59%. Bunch of decent moves here, right? Only laggards Tesla. Okay, Tesla's a laggard. Saw something about the loan or something to buy Twitter or something today, some kind of news like that. Um, Energy, no surprise. Chevron and Exxon, all right, and Walmart's the only kind of, that's not that much though. Sectors, obviously 2% up in energy sector, no surprise there. Communications, and if there's any losers, really no loser. All right, let's get into what happened yesterday, which is a whole lot of nothing. All right, so yesterday, um, you can see right here this 100-day moving average, which is this yellow line, has been acting as support in this buy. Okay, we had kind of a doji day yesterday. Not much to report. Just a day of digesting this sell-off, right? And we're hovering around this support level, this key support level 393.3. Okay, let's look at that over on this chart. So we dipped below this key support, right? And now we're starting to push up to where most traded price of the month, 395.36. No surprise there. Okay, and you can see this most traded price of the week is this support. So we're kind of balancing. We're balancing, okay? Queuing up for a big move, basically. All right, let's look at the Qs. Triple Qs. What do we got going? All right, let's get rid of this trend line now. All right, now in the Qs, futures they hit the futures they they hit the 50-day, but not in the Qs. All right, we had the key defense of 280. Look at where the doji really is, 280, right? But right now the Qs are almost at 282. All right, so let's look at that. Now, no surprise here. Most volume is where the price is right now, 281. No surprise, right? So here was that last defense, 280. We dipped below it. We came below it. And now look, we're already above it. This is just the games that I said that would be played. People who tried to get this move and caught you get short under here are now getting squeezed. Okay? That's how the market works. It's not going to keep falling every day and every day. Okay? and we have that news looming. All right, all right. Let's look at that triple-headed monster. Now I just said the 10-year yield. Um, the 10-year yield. Now look at yesterday, which is really interesting. This support level was broke day before, and then we kind of like really closed low. This is very interesting. The bond market's getting bought. All right, below the 100-day moving average. This trend keeps going down. Now, if this is a very smart money here, so if I had to bet, we're continuing to go down, but the market has been going down, and usually there this is the inverse. Um, this could be foreshadowing what people might think of the FOMC and the CPI number coming out. If that's the case, we'll get a Santa Claus rally, and then next year we'll see what happens, right? Very important to look at that. Okay, let's look at that VIX. Now the VIX shot up off this support level of 19. Okay, the VIX has been coming back with a vengeance, but now we're hitting this resistance here at 22.79. So we have to see if we could punch through this. I'm actually gonna put an alert here. If we could punch through this resistance, and we, let's see if we can head to 24. Obviously that would make the market fall. I don't foresee something like that happen, but you never know. Let's look at the dollar. Dollar's weak. All right, dollar's weak, so we're still in that downtrend. Okay, we hit a low this week of 104 right here. Right, we're still below the 200-day moving average. We have to keep an eye on that. Okay, so far bonds weak, dollar weak. VIX has risen. Okay, now remember, the bonds are the smart money. They're the leading indicator, and right now they're kind of showing its hand of a Santa Claus rally, right? But anything can happen. Okay, anything can happen. All right, let's go into some market profile. The ES. All right, let's see here. All right, so let's look at our levels here. So we're starting to form a balance range again. Okay, we just made a big move, right? We made a big move up with the Powell speech, and now we came all the way down, erased it. Okay, and look at this little range we're building out here. Here's the lows, here's the highs. This is the range we're in right now. Okay, now price is here. We're at 39.55. Okay, now you guys know what I track, right? Most traders price of the week is here. Price is above that. Okay, most trader price of the week has moved down. Okay, which is bearish. Okay, most trader price of the month is now 39.70, which is here. So you can see there's two major references here. So we have the most traded price of the month and the year. That means this orange box is of the year. So there's that key level, right? I think everybody still knows what I think. If we're gonna do anything, we got to get above, hold that level. Don't mean we go to the moon. It just means if we can get above this, we should get some nice movement up. Okay. However, this is going to act as resistance because we could go like this and come right back down. Okay, so let's look at yesterday's high right here. Yesterday's low. Look at the overnight. Made a new low, couldn't sustain it, and now look, the overnight high is almost at the RTHI. We're almost at the highs of yesterday. Okay, This pink right here you can see is the 24-hour most traded price of the month. So that's where we're at right now. Now I said most traded price of the month, right? For the 24-hour session, right? Well, we just saw the SPY and the Qs. Where were they at? They were at the most traded price of the month. For all, I have that chart set to every to 24 hours. I just saw a little, don't know when this is, but this Henry Barber, a lot of lines. On what chart? Probably the one I'm on, if they're still there. Anyway, moving a little higher now. Now we're have a little gap up going. Okay, so we're moving now. Look, we just tagged the most traded price of the year. Okay, now most likely what happened, and I failed to say this, is we probably just had a good jobs news. Let's look at that. Okay, we didn't. Initial jobless claims were exactly the forecast, but they were higher than before. I mean, that's the only thing that shows there. So I thought that might have been why the market's moving up. Um, all right, let's go back here. Okay, so this is a real important area where we're at right now. Like I said, this is going to act as resistance. It should. If it doesn't, and we start to do this, then yeah, we got to look long. Okay, I don't know how far, because like I said, but people are short in all these sessions from here. So it could cause a short squeeze. See, now we're pulling back. All right. Very balanced session though. We opened here and we went down and now we went up. It was very balanced. Okay. But there could be some ping pong action here. All right. So let's look at the Nasdaq. Very similar situation. We have a bracket. Now look how beautiful this bracket is. There's a high, there's a high, and there's a high right now. There's the lows. Here's the range. Okay, that's the Nasdaq. That's the Nasdaq range. Okay, that's the Nasdaq range. Now, important levels in the Nasdaq. We'll show the price of the month and of the year is right here. Okay, let's clean that up a little bit. It's right here. It's going to cause a lot of resistance. Q's clearly, I mean, this is perfect almost. It's come up to this level and just can't get above it. So this is definitely a long. If we can break this, we knocked once, twice, three times. If we can get above this, like I said, we could possibly make a little bit of a move. The market's starting to balance again. Okay. And again, big references here, and the most traded price of the week is here. Move lower. Okay. And we have these lows. So, those are our breakout points. All right. So, market's just digesting this big move down. All right. But this is clear as day. What's going to happen here? Break out to the bottom or to the top, or what do? we find the top here and we go back down and we just stay in this range, right? Okay, let's go to the hourly charts. Let's look at these, all right? And now in candlesticks wise, you could definitely see, okay, most traded price of the year. You can see this with the hot pink line, and it's over here, 39.66. I said 39.70 is the most traded price of the month. Okay, and I actually could, let me just bring that over. Could bring that over here. Let me bring that. Yes. All right. So there's the references I was talking about. Okay, and there's our range, right? Here's that range I was just showing you guys. Okay, so we have a 39.61 resistance that just got pierced, but now we're starting to fall over under it. Okay, but really the reference is my resistance, this area. Okay, just like I showed you. Okay, so it's like a middle of a double bottom here. And let's see, right? Everybody was short here. And now, you know, could possibly get squeezed if we move higher, you know? But that's really it. And then we got a support of 39.13. This is the playground, 39.13, 39.61, but really up to here, right? 39.70. Then week, we have single prints here. Remember I talked about that. That's basically a toothpick holding up an elephant. All right? Poor structure here. So these are single prints. They're one way. They're emotional selling. So if we do start moving up with volume, we could cut right through that and land over here. Make a little pit stop. All right. All right. So let's get over to the Nasdaq. Okay. Nasdaq. I just showed you how this 115.95 level has acted as resistance multiple times. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the ninth time. Okay, and it's pulling back again. You can see that. Okay, now why is that? Most traded price of the year and of the month is right here, 11,600. Okay, we need to just move above it, hold, right, to get any sort of move higher. Otherwise, it's going to keep acting as resistance. And then what are we going to do, right? This is just how the market works. All right, we're taking care of these sellers just now. This move higher, right? Little squeeze city. But if new buyers don't come in to push us higher, what's going to happen to these longs? These longs now are going to get liquidated, and we're going to go right back down. And then what can we do? Balance in here, right? Waiting for the FOMC and CPI numbers. That's how it works. So I don't know if we can push through this. This is a monster here. But I knew that when we drop below this level, my games will be played. I've said this in my video. The last couple of them, my games are gonna be played because this level's so huge, and we're gonna wait. And now look, we're back to here, right? All right. I'm gonna pull up the ES again, just for my reference. All right. So now let's look at the market profile. Okay. We know our ranges. Okay, we know our ranges. Now look at that beautiful range in the Nasdaq. That is just it's a thing of beauty to me. All right, just perfect. Okay, all right. Let's do some scenarios, which is very easy today. Very, very easy. Okay, let's move this down a little bit. Let's move this down a little bit. Make this a little smaller here. Okay, so let's go with a bull scenario. Number one. Now, I don't have any bias today. No bias today. I'm not telling you this is what I definitely think will happen. I really have to wait until the market shows me their hand. Okay, because I don't know. Some days I do have a good feeling, but this is one. It doesn't mean that it's number one. Means it's my favorite. It just means that's the bullish case. So what can that be? Okay, that could be. This is a 100-day moving average too, right? I could see us maybe pulling in, coming back up. Now remember, this is a monster level. So if we can hold, kind of just do this, we have a shot to go higher, 39.89. Okay, and then settle around the 20-day moving average, just as right here around 4,000 area. Okay, why? Because we're breaking this bracket and we're breaking this huge level. Okay, bearish. Okay, we're at the top of the range right now. Remember, everybody from here is long. From these lows, everyone's long. So if they don't get paid, right? And let's say we open up, come up, can't get that huge level, the most traded price of the year and the month. We start coming down, and they're gonna start liquidating. Okay, we might get a little pause here, and then we can reach the other side back to 39.13, right? And either we bounce up or we're gonna go lower, 39.06, and then who knows? Okay, that's the bearish case, right? Because now we're breaking these lows. Okay, because we're balancing. Now, door number three is good old balance. Okay, good old balance. And that could mean a couple of balance scenarios. Okay, that could mean we just come up here, come down, balance around this. We could come down here and move here, balance around here. And then we're waiting for next week. We're gonna wait. Okay. Otherwise, like again, we'll just wait. We'll have another balancing day. Okay. All right. Now let's look at Nasdaq. And Nasdaq is so beautiful that it's a perfect balance chart. Okay. It's really really nice. Okay. So if I was to show, let's see if I could just show here with a different color. All right. Well, nah, that's not a good color. Let's do this color. All right. It's just the lows, the highs. The highs are like beautiful, right? I mean, that's just all you need to see. Okay. Okay, let's just go for a bull, right? Let's go for a bull case. So number one. All right. Bullish case, what do we have to do? Monster level. We'll trade a price of the month. We'll trade a price of the year and this 115.95 resistance level, okay? You need to break it. Okay? You need to break it. Shorts are here, here, and here. Break it, hold it, we go. We can go to 116.99. This is also the 9 EMA daily, so and we have single prints in here. Let me move this chart down a little bit. Those are single prints. Okay, I'm gonna redraw just so I have, because the single prints, we have single prints. Okay, so that is emotional selling that happened. Okay, when we took back the Powell move. So if we break this level, we start pushing into these single prints. There's not a lot of resistance there. Okay, and there's a possibility. Now again, this is not what I think will happen. It's just like, this is how the market structure is. Okay, you're gonna probably get some toughness with the 20 moving average, but we probably could hit here. This is the monthly VWAP in supply up here. Okay, let's go with the bear situation. Bear situation, again, we have these lows. Everyone's long, right? So what are we gonna do? Come down here, we break out of that. Maybe we hit 1383, or we go lower. Okay, that's just breaking out. It's not rocket science. Okay, you have the most traded price of the year in the month here, and the most traded price of the week here. So everybody's trading right here. So shorts get hurt here, longs get hurt here. Okay, okay, let's go to just good old balance, right? Good old balance would be come up here, come down here, balance. Come down here, come down here, balance. Or we balance up here, right? I just see it balances in this range again. Okay, now what does that mean for trading wise, right? So for trading wise, well, when I say balance, it doesn't mean no trade. It doesn't, right? If you see a market that's kind of fighting with each other, right, you have to really wait and go, okay, we come to the top, you see some weakness, well, you fade, you short to the other side. Okay, same thing at the bottom. We come down to the lows, we maybe pierce it, but then you see the market kind of fighting back. Guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna go back. So you fade the edges. So today's a fade the edge or a breakout to the top and the bottom day. Hope that made sense for everybody. That's about it for me. Give me a comment, like, or subscribe. I will give a market update if something of substance is worth noting. I hope everybody stays green, has a nice day, and I will see you guys tomorrow.